Hey folks, this is your host, Todd Jones. Hope everyone had a great holiday season. We took a little break from taping episodes of Pressbox Access to catch our breath and be together with friends and family. I'm thankful for that. And I wanted to thank you and all the listeners for spending time with us on this podcast over the past couple years. Our next episode, which comes out January 18th, will be our 50th. None of this would be possible without the great staff at Evergreen Podcasts and without all the guests who have been so gracious with their time and stories. We've been lucky to have been joined by some of the biggest names in the past half century of sports writing. They've taken us behind the scenes and around the world. Jerry Eisenberg put us ringside for the Thrill of Manila and the Rumble in the Jungle. Dave Kindred provided insight into Ali, Nicholas, and Secretariat. Art Spander told us about the young and the old Tiger Woods. Helene Elliott put us on an airplane with Wayne Gretzky, who hates to fly. Alex Wolff took us for a ride in a car with Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. Rick Tellender explained what drove Walter Payton. Terrence Moore showed us a defeated Marvin Hagler wandering the parking lot in the wee hours of morning. Melissa Isaacson took us to Chicago Stadium when Michael Jordan soared. And Bob Ryan put us courtside in the old Boston Garden with Bird and Magic. Bonnie Ford, Jeanette Howard, Christine Brennan, and other women talked about the obstacles they had to overcome when breaking into the business. Kevin Blackistone, Damon Hack, and Jared Bell discussed bringing their perspectives as black men to a predominantly white sports media world. Oh, and there's been some silliness as well. Tom Archdeacon confessed to pulling pranks on Don Shula. Bill Cook explained the meaning of Bob Huggins' DMFHF. We even went bowling in Cuba with Fidel Castro, thanks to Mark Purdy and George Diaz. And there have been some poignant moments. Malcolm Moran took us along with Bob Knight to the hospital room of Landon Turner, the paralyzed Indiana basketball player. Mary Schmidt Boyer told us about a special gift that was sent to her from a dying Al McGuire. We found out about Mike Lepresti's total Marriott points, more than 2 million. Oh, and Sam Farmer took us golfing with Donald Trump. You might have heard of that guy. These are just some of the guests and stories you've heard in the first 2 years of Pressbox Access. We've got a long list of writers who will be our guests in 2023. Join us as they recall what it was like to cover the greatest athletes and coaches and experience firsthand some of the biggest sports moments of the past half century. Thanks again for listening to Pressbox Access. Please be sure to subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or on your favorite podcast app. We'd love for you to review us. 5 stars would be nice. Follow us on social media. Drop us an email at PressboxAccess.com. Happy New Year, everyone. It's closing time. Rock on.
Women's Running Stories, where we explore the intersection between running and life. Because every woman who is committed to a running journey has a story to tell, and this is where you'll find those stories. I am host and producer Cherie Louise Turner. I'm a 53-year-old runner, and together with original music by musician and runner Cormac O'Regan, we bring these inspirational stories to life. Please join us to fuel your adventures.